Time is just passing at its own fast pace. And the life you were thinking that it is okay, boring but safe, is now making you to feel like everything was a better opportunity that we or you have missed or not tried to think it as an opportunity. You have let them go away from you. You have missed the opportunities that might have turned better for you, that might have been interesting for you, that might have met your purpose of life. The more you think that it's okay, you try to accept it, but the more you get the feeling of regret and guilt of not trying to do something better, not getting out, not taking risk out of your comfort zone into the time when you where it was very much possible for you to actually do it. And now you realize that yes, that was the time that I could have done that, no matter whatever risk it might turn into. But you didn't opt for it. And now it's time to think about those moments, and nothing is left for you to do. If you are getting stressed out with my words, it is the words that should give you stress. Now the thing is there any way that we can actually either avoid getting into this type of situations in our future times, or if we are already into the situations, can we do something that it can turn the things a bit better for us right now? Instead of just feeling, we can just start experiencing. The one way that you can, or we together can actually just prevent ourselves or let ourselves get out of this type of situations in life is just by asking a few questions. The most important that I value personally is that, who am I? Now tell me personally, what do you think about yourself? Pause the video and think about it. Who are you? At some point of time, I didn't have answers because I was overwhelmed with everything, right? I wanted to do everything, but I also know that there might be some limitations. I might fail. The questions, the self-doubt, the hesitations, the laziness, all these things are something that comes into the consideration when you ask yourself about, who am I? But you know what? When you are too much ambitious, when you are too much focused, when you are too much clear in life about who you are, your laziness, your distractions, your self-doubt, everything, literally everything vanishes. They just don't find a way to get to you. So that's the moment when you realize that this is me and I have to do everything whatever I can to do it. And you just do it. You don't wait for an excuse that can just give fire to your laziness, distractions. And you don't focus on your laziness, distractions, everything, all that. Thinking clearly in life is very important because we as a human at this stage of the economic times, there are many distractions going around. The distractions which keeps their presence in our mind, no matter they are in front of us right now or not. But we should be responsible for our own self, right? And that's how we can actually build the knowledge of our own. And this is how we come to a conclusion to the first thing, that if you want to know who you are, you have to spend time with yourself. Now, spending time with yourself is just not like that, spending hours and hours talking with yourself. No, you should try things. You should have the courage. Actually, you know what? For few people, the courage is not important. They are very much courageous. They can do literally everything. But sometimes perfectionism hits too much into the heart of these people that they don't even try or they don't even think to make little mistakes by chance. So they don't take the chance to get started with whatever they have. And this is the main reason many of us are still not able to figure out who we are and what our capabilities are. When you are too good, when you have too much of knowledge, it's very hard to start because it's very easy for you to think that it doesn't have a value. But you know what? Millions are waiting for you to share your knowledge, to share your skills. Use your skills. They're not just directly waiting for you, okay? But you have to evolve yourself. You know nothing, you have to accept it. But you have to be courageous to actually fail down after starting. Because this is very common process of life that no matter whatever you know, until you have your real life experiences, okay, you might have learned that after A it comes B, but only the alphabetic knowledge is not important. The more you read words, the more you speak the words, you slowly discover the depth of everything, right? That is, in English there are many silent alphabets in words. That is experience. You can't just learn those things in the very little age. So in life, until we make mistake like a child, we can't grow as a child. If we want a tremendous growth, that is only possible for children. So we should also be a children, right? So to know the purpose of your life, to know who you are, you should always try to run. Run with whatever you have. Just run. Run like something is actually chasing you. If you don't run, it will just eat you up. And that's what is the regret and guilt is. They're actually chasing you very fast. And if you are someone who is actually not able to see them, then you are going to be eaten up by them. The more you lose time right now, the more you will pay afterwards in the future. This is the simple logic. And the theory that I believe is that the theory of energy. If you are unable to spend your potential energy into something that is very important for you and for your purpose of this life, you are just scattering or undervaluing the energy that you have, and you will either have to pay it back or you just to have spent the energy into a different form of energy. So the main thing that I also want to discuss is that I have seen many people, they are not able to understand the concept or the thing that they should understand themselves better instead of understanding why should they earn, what should they do right now. Because if you are unable to understand why you are born, it is very difficult for you to handle your emotions in the future. Because if you are not aware of who you are, what are your capabilities, what are your interests, what are your passions, right? Then slowly you might take a wrong turn in your life and you are unable to understand for a long time that you are in a wrong way. And the thing that is very hard to accept is that when you understand the way you have taken, the turn you have taken is actually very wrong for you, and it is a very big mistake. The time has passed. The time has passed away, and no time is left for you to take the turn back. You just have to follow, or you just have to move aside. Either you can just drive off the road into no matter whatever you go, you just either discover something or fail into something, or you just follow the path, continue, no matter it's your choice or not, you just have to do it, right? Instead of thinking that I should have done that in my past, you should think right now, I should do this right now so that I don't have to think that after years have passed away from my life. And you know what? To do something, it's never too late. When you start, it's the morning. So you should try to understand yourself. But how to understand yourself? You can't understand yourself by just surfing the internet, right? You have to do something. You have to walk into the way that might not be good for you right now, but maybe it's the way or the tool that you can use to understand how you feel in this way, right? Or how far you want this to go or be in your life. And slowly you can actually take small turns. That's the biggest thing that most of us don't understand. I have seen many those start judging before starting. Okay, this opportunity is something like this, but what if this happens? What if that happens? What if that happens? The simple logic is that it was their passion, but they are actually questioning their own passion. So that is self doubt, and this is very big thing. But I know when you have too much of interest, too much of focus on what you are going to do, courage level actually increases too much that nothing comes in near. And the confidence which you can gain by your experience and knowledge, when it goes above everything, your focus just becomes tremendous. And that focus with that confidence backed up with your experience and knowledge just takes everything away. And that's why I think you should also focus on these points, because today if you are not able to understand yourself better, then the future is waiting for you to make you understand what things you didn't done right in the past. So this is your past right now, which will become past in the future. So instead of thinking this time in the future, just start doing whatever you want to do. Just do it. Focus on your passions.